Alright, so Simic Flash, one of my favorite standard decks of all time. I played this game for a very long time. It's a relatively recent deck, but I loved it quite a bit. And we have a pretty similar... is that accurate? We have a deck that... it's similar. Is it similar? We have creatures that are Flash that enter and counter stuff. That's what we have in standard. So this is really... the driving force behind this deck right now is Fangkeeper's Familiar, a 4-mana, 3/3. When it enters, you can either gain 3 life, surveil 3, destroy target enchantment, or counter target creature spell. Frilled Mystic? Frilled Mystic, anyone? It's a Frilled Mystic. It's a 3/3 Frilled Mystic. Did I say it has Flash? And it has some upside. If the opponent isn't doing much, maybe we can just gain 3 life and surveil. We also have Voracious Greyshark in standard right now. Flash. When it enters, counter target artifact or creature spell. That's pretty fun. And we also have Brineborn Cutthroat. Whenever we cast a spell on our opponent's turn, we put a counter on this. So this deck never, ever plays stuff on its own turn. Our turn comes. If we can attack, we can attack. If we can't, we pass the turn. And we 100% of the time play on our opponent's turn. We flash these in, counter stuff, flash this in, counter stuff. We flash this in, end of turn, we flash this in. Stun stuff. We even have this. We're not a Merfolk deck, but we can flash it in, sacrifice it. We have a Spell Pierce-esque card. We do have some Merfolk, Brineborn Cutthroat and Flood Pit's Drowner, both Merfolk technically. And it's another flash thing. We have filtering, we have counter, removal, and our whole plan, this also, by the way, 2 mana to return an attacking creature to the top or bottom of the opponent's deck, their choice. And also Flash 6/6. We also have Flash. Flash, whenever creature deals damage, draw. I don't have... Why can I never remember the name of the... I think this card is very good with Enduring Curiosity. We don't have a lot of flyers, but our plan is just to kill our opponent's stuff and counter it. And then this draws whenever we hit the opponent. So when this card, when Dragons of Tarkir first released, I tried this. I had to, right? I love Simic Flash. Here's a Frilled Mystic in standard. Oh boy. And it sucked. I could not win. My win rate was like 20 or 30%. It was a nightmare. I never posted a video. I crafted this immediately. I was like, alright, this is going to be a cool looking thumbnail. It's so colorful. I'm going to post this video. We're going to do well. And then I played like 10 games with it. And my god, I could not win. But standard is slower. It's more mid-rangey. Maybe now is the time for this deck to finally work. And I didn't even name it, by the way. We'll just name this Sultai Flash. And we will see if this holds up. And I guess if you're seeing this video, then it worked. Because, yeah, okay, anyway, let's go. I don't think this deck is going to be as good as Simic Flash. We don't have, oh no, name is not working. The 2-mana Simic draw a card, play an extra land card. We don't have that. That was so good at ramping us into a turn 4 Frilled Mystic. We could cast it end of our opponent's turn. Don't have that now. Don't have any ramp. Opponent goes first. That's going to be rough too. We really want to go first. I mean, it's fine, I guess. We could probably crack this for Green Land turn 1. Rakdos. Yeah, just play this pass. So we get a green land and we have counter spells up. Yikes. Yeah, you really want to go first with this, huh? We'll crack this. We'll get a green land. And then we'll have counter spells up next turn. Don't want to play that. We can play this one. So we can either counter spell here. The opponent doesn't do anything relevant. We can play Cutthroat. They're going to attack first. That's reasonable. Take 2. Abyssal Harvester. How much do I care about that? I think I do care about that. I am going to counter it. I worry this is a graveyard deck, so they probably just don't care, but that's fine. I want 3 mana because I want to be able to cast this turn, although it does cut us off from playing this the following turn. I will take 2. Yep. Alright, are you going to do anything scary? They're not going to do anything. That is fine, so we'll play this. Nowhere to run. That's fine, I guess. I'm still going to opt. I want to see if I can find an untapped land. We do find it. I'll take it. Okay. That's fine. That's also useful, but I'll play this. This is fine, right? Yeah, I think so. Pass the turn. So we have a counter spell in the form of this. The following turn, we'll have Counterspell and Brindborn Cutthroat. We can do both. We can't counter... This is only creatures. Surveil. There's a Valgavoth. Okay, so this is going to be a Reanimator deck. I can't flash this in, Surveil, because they're not going to cast creatures. So we do this. I am going to gain 3 life, Surveil. Spell Pierce is good. I don't want this. I don't need this. I'll take the Spell Pierce. Block. Okay, so I'd like 5 mana this turn. So we'll do this. So now we can Cutthroat, counter. This is fine. Yep. Alright, end of turn. Play this. My turn. Another one, pretty good. Surveil. I'll keep that actually, because I can cast it on their turn, get a counter on the Cutthroats. 2 counters, because I have 2 of them. Surveil, land. Yeah, I think I let this go. I don't need to cast this right now. You can cast another Cutthroat. Get a counter on the first one. I can Spell Pierce this. Autopay. Alright. I will attack for 6. And now we have a counter spell for whatever they do this turn. We have an opt to get counters on these. If they play a removal spell, I let it go. It's the Reanimator spells I want to worry about. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So I can... Okay, I gotta counter this. We will counter. We will 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'll draw 2, discard 2 as well. So this gets countered. They have 1 mana, 1 card. Yeah, nice. Okay, look at that. We can... I mean, we should win against this deck, right? We have all the counter spells for the Reanimator cards. They didn't play any, though. That's a good start, though. That is a good start. I've been having a blast in this standard, man. The bans just really opened the door for all these sort of tempo decks, which I love. They just felt so bad against red aggro. They were so fast, and you lose too much value against Orlando, or you lose so much value against the domain decks that these decks just didn't feel good at all. I can keep this. I do need lands, but it's kind of okay. We have a removal spell turn 2 if we need it. We're going first, but I don't like my hand very much. We do have a counter spell here if we need it. This is like a Spell Pierce, basically. It is kind of scary, but I do have the removal spell, so I'm going to let it go. I'm going to flash this in. 3 mana. It's a bit awkward, right? I think I pass. Nope, nope, nope. I want to pass for now. I'll probably kill this on their turn. Whenever you proliferate, return it to your hand. Don't love it, though. Has Toxic. So, as I say, against Toxic decks, you have to not get the first poison counter. Do everything you can to not get the first poison counter, because not getting the first poison counter means you don't, yeah, that's fine. They can proliferate and get this back. Not getting the first poison counter means you don't, all the proliferate stuff stops working. Alright, so we have this and this turn. We can't do anything about that. Alright, so play this. And then, no surprise on the counter spell here, but that's okay. I don't think I attack. Oh no, this is going to be a 4-3 because of the +1/+1. They could kill it and then block, though, is a problem. Draw a counter spell, we don't have to worry about that. We have a counter spell for creatures. Well, I'm going to do this. It's dangerous. They can instant speed kill my Hexcatcher. Yeah, they don't. It's fine. And now we have counter spells for creatures, which aren't going to be super popular in this deck. It's pretty light on creatures, and we can't... There's nothing we can do to prevent this poison here. So now that they hit me here, all of their proliferate stuff is going to start adding poison. So you're trying to avoid that. Can't do anything about that. This is artifact or creature. 2 poison, 2 mana. Alright, we'll flash this in. Nothing to counter, just a 5/4. Okay. To kill it, I have the Hexcatcher to counter. Yeah, so this exiles. I don't think it matters, but I'll do this either way. Sacrifice this. Opt. That's fine. Attack for 5. So we can flash this in, bring them down to 1. I will take 2. I'd like it if they played a creature. That's tough, huh? I'm gonna see if I can find a counter spell. If I don't find a counterspell, it's a huge tempo loss, though. That works. I think I can take this, actually. It gives me something to do. I didn't find the counter, but I'll find another creature. It's kind of okay. How many of these can they have? They've casted 3. Autopay. Sure. This is very tempo decky, right? We can win against the tier 1 deck, and then we lose against a not tier 1 deck. Welcome to tempo. Like, you can win 3 games in a row against like top tier aggro decks. I'm gonna take the 2 here. It's a bit dangerous. But yeah, you can like just completely gut tier 1 decks and then lose to some like weirdo casual deck. That's the nature of tempo decks, man. We're gonna counter this, but if they have a way to proliferate with 2 mana, it just comes back either way, it doesn't matter. Okay. Sure. We will attack for 3. Down to 6. I can't stun. I don't know if it matters. I'm going to do it now, actually. Not take this. I don't want to go to 7 poison with 4 cards in hand. Okay. That doesn't add counters, though. That's fine. This proliferates. I go to 7. I'm going to go to 8. They're tapped out. I get this back in hand. I need to deal 2 damage somehow. I can't with this deck. They don't attack. Well, that's useful. I will attack for 4. Sure. Okay, creature land is huge. It's not what I wanted, but it works. Probably want to mill myself. I don't want to mill more of these into their graveyard. This isn't a May ability, right? When it attacks, target player mills 4. Yeah, so I just target myself. Okay. Is there anything I can do here? I don't think so. What are they taking? Great Sharks? Fine. Okay, that's fine. Can I play that and attack? Yeah. Okay, attack for 4. I'll mill myself. Don't feed their graveyard. Down to 2. So we have Flash, Stun, end of turn. They have 2 cards. Alright, end of turn. Flash this in. Autopay. Do they have a counter spell? Looks like it. Okay. Sure. That's going to go back to hand. That's unfortunate. I milled 4 non-lands, then drew a land. I will mill. Okay. So that's dead. Wish this had trample or something. Past a turn. So they have infinite blockers if they can proliferate. That can give me 1 poison, right? So down to... So I'm dead. They just concede. Oh, they didn't have lands. Why'd they do that then? They could have just had infinite blockers. I guess they were afraid maybe I would have a flash creature. Had a land. This is why you don't play lands if you're empty-handed. Well, okay. That's a win. Feels weird though. Okay, well we're 2-0. It is, as always, with Simic Flash. Difficult. Every game is a freaking battle. This hand feels kind of weak. I mean, 2 ups though is fine. We'll dig. We just need to not be under pressure. Please don't be a Cecil. Duress. Alright, that gets rid of an opt. And all of our counter spells are no longer a surprise. I'm going to play this. Looks like I played the wrong land, but it gives me a cut down ready if I need it. Because I should play this for the opt, right? Yeah. Alright, we'll just kill this. Autopay. I get to see nothing because that was my only unknown card. But the opponent, yeah, you have to click through the UI. Alright, we can play this. We can surveil for another land. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Do we opt and draw it or do we just wait? Slasher, that's a problem. Okay. So I think we lose. Feels like it. I don't know how we win this one. Land. Oh, well, we need to opt for a counter. Nope. Okay. We just lose to the combo. Which, that wouldn't be a problem if we didn't struggle with lands, right? Because we can just counter this. We're a very interactive deck. And our interaction just didn't line up with that game. Game 4, going first. Hand's awkward, but I think it's fine. I'd like cut down up turn 1, but I think we can surveil this first turn. Hopefully. That'd be nice, but I don't need it right now. Tap land. Alright, that works for me. I'll play this. Pass the turn. So it looks like we're going to be up-tempo this game if they're playing like Overlords or something like that. Okay, we'll play this end of turn. Yeah, we're going to be the aggro this game, I think. 2 Brineborn Cutthroats going first. 3 mana. I'd like a land. I can kill that. I'm going to crack this, get a black land. Get this. Let this resolve. Flash this in. Get a 3-2. I say we never cast stuff on our turn, and I think I am just going to stick by that as much as I want to kill that and attack for an extra 2. So it's whenever you cast a spell with mana value 4 or greater, draw a card, gain a life. I should have killed that at the beginning of their turn or something, because they might get a card out of it here. Yeah, they do. Alright, well. Oh, is it? It's a creature spell. Okay, I guess they don't. So we kill this in response. What does this do? Deals 5 damage to target creature. Can't do anything about that. Don't have a counter spell. We really want to draw a land. Yeah, fine. My turn. Land? Great, perfect. Okay, so now this is up. Note that these only counter creatures, so not quite Frilled Mystic, but feel kind of okay about it. If they don't play a creature, we just surveil. Can actually destroy this. What does it do? For triggered ability of a legendary creature you control triggers an additional time. So this is legends? Is it creatures? Legendary creature, yeah. So this cannot counter this. Let this go. Make a 3-3. So we can... I think we kill this turn. Kill this. Gives me 4 power to kill this. Okay. We can kill 2 creatures, or we can kill 1, stun 1. We can counter. We can destroy the Annie joins up. Can't do anything about that. That's a creature that I can counter. It's just not very exciting, though. I don't even think it's worth it. I think we let it go. We play this. We're going to destroy this, because I think they're built around it. I think. Could be wrong. That comes in tapped. Unfortunate. I'll take the counter spell. Attack. We don't have a counter spell this turn, though. So if they play anything devastating, it's bad. But we have a kill spell. We have a stun. They're probably going to be tapped out. I mean, in terms of creatures. They need 3 creatures to have a blocker, basically. Yikes. No counter spell. So what does this do? It when it enters or attacks, exile a permanent from your graveyard at random. Create a tapped token. Don't think it matters, right? Yeah, it doesn't matter. So we... Not an artifact, right? It's a Leviathan avatar. They're tapped out. We win here. We kill this. We stun this. Get a counter. They have no mana. Unfortunately, opponent's going to play really, really slow now. They do technically have 1 mana. I guess they could have Snakeskin Veil. It doesn't appear as though they have Snakeskin Veil. They're just playing very slow. As you do when you're about to lose. There we go. Nice. Very, very nice. Okay. Well, that's 3-1. And deck feels really cool. Alright, just a really short one today, guys. But, that is Sultai Flash. And it felt amazing. I think the most awkward thing about this deck compared to previous versions of the deck, that being Simic Flash, is both of these only countering creatures. This one counters artifacts too. It destroys enchantments, and this counters artifacts. But we don't have a lot of ways to just... we can't counter removal. One of the best things that could happen with Frilled Mystic was like your opponent would play a removal spell, and in response you could counter the removal spell, right? That's what made this so good. The Fanekeeper's Familiar can't do that. It only counters creatures, but we did see the gain 3 life surveil be relevant, so it's comparable. But we don't have creatures that enter and counter removal spells, which is what made Simic Flash so good, is once you established the board presence, it was so hard for your opponent to interact with your board. They'd play a removal spell, you'd counter it, and have another threat, right? It was so good. So can't quite do that with this build, with this current version, but it still feels pretty good. So yeah, Sultai Flash, I think it's playable. I'm going to be playing it. And that's it. Cool. Okay, thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you in the next one.